What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live. And guess what I did? I knocked Cora's camera loose. Oh.
Look what you've done.
I am just a Dickens, I tell you.
Ain't he just a stinker, folks?
There we go. I must have hit it when I was like crawling around underneath the table. Don't ask.
Well, at least you didn't stab yourself with scissors this time.
Oh my god, I'm never going to live that down. I'm so stupid. Anyway.
It's so funny.
I managed to stab myself in the back. That's good stuff right there, I tell you. I don't know how I managed to do that, but still. And it's worth having to go and explain to your wife, hey, honey. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. There's already somebody in there.
Oh.
Episode name says test. Great.
This is a test for the audience to see if we get audience participation.
You gotta love when YouTube like changes up stuff. And man, all that stuff I put in, just all gone.
Didn't save it all?
It reset the stream. Anyway, it's something that, you know, it's like, hey, stuff goes south right as you're about to go live. I love it. I love it. Anyway, thank you for pointing that out. That's our friend Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. What's worse, I got to spell Eiyuden Chronicles again.
Eiyuden. I think it's Eiyuden. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'll talk about it later, but they said it in a video, and I refuse to believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm just going to say that.
Monetization. Yes, please. I'd like to get some return on my investment. There we go. The title of the stream just changed. Wow, there's people all up in here. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Anyway, so we are back in studio with a little bit of a studio upgrade on cameras. Everybody's going to look the same now because I got all the same cameras, which was awesome. But yeah, we had quite the weekend at AllCon 2022. It's fun. That's just the drinking con, I tell you. I still got most of a sandwich here I have not eaten. And it will be totally unprofessional to eat it on camera. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Remember, the snakes are a metaphor for the Druids and the native Celtics that they drove out of Ireland for Christianity.
Cora will be back next week with more. With more facts. You're like the Wong meme now. Yeah, certainly a great time. Thank you for having us out there. We did a lot. We did broadcasts that just did not work out. Just did not work, and I hated life. I hate when things go south.
It happens.
It sucks when it happens.
We still had a great time.
Oh, we had a great time. We always have fun at all times. Clearly, the highlight of the weekend was Cole and Match Game. Honestly,
I mean that was one of them.
There's a kid in there that comes back every year. I swear, as soon as that child turns 18, when it's not a felony, I'm gonna kick her ass. I can't deal with a felony right now. A misdemeanor for kicking her. Yeah, that's different. But anyway, you watch out, kid. You watch out. Anyway,
see, there was another highlight. That weekend that I think you're skipping over. And
the bunny hutch? Because that's always a highlight.
Hell no.
What?
The Mach 5.
Oh God! I wish
sitting in the Mach 5.
This is peak me and Cora's friendship. If anybody follows us on any social media, go check out me and Cora sitting in the Mach 5. It is literally what our friendship has been over the last 8 years. Me pointing like, do this, and she's like, why am I doing this? But that car is street legal.
It is street legal. It was recreated essentially by the guy that did the
movie version.
The movie version, which
I just can't. I don't know. I can't imagine driving around this city in the Mach 5.
I cannot believe we got to sit in it.
I need this to happen.
If I had known we were gonna like basically if we didn't have stuff to do later that night, I was gonna throw money at that raffle because they had a raffle to have a ride in the Mach 5.
I need to pull up next to somebody in the Mach 5 and just rev the engine. You ain't ready, boy.
You are like the one person that doesn't need the Mach 5.
Oh, I absolutely don't.
You're...
I don't need to drive any cars that are souped up whatsoever.
No, you don't. I really want to go. Like,
I've driven out in tanks. It's overrated.
I've loved Speed Racer since I was like 5.
Yeah.
I think when I watched it, like 5.
Yeah, you'd have been pretty young.
And
we all were pretty young on Speed Racer. Yeah, that was some peak dream right there. Like, I didn't even want to drive. I just want to sit in. I just needed to be in the car. Okay, that's it. I don't need to drive. Anyway. Great weekend. Can't wait for next year's All-Con. Thank you to everybody that came out. It was nice to see friends again.
Yeah, it really was.
Especially considering that this time 2 years ago sucked.
Yeah.
Because this was the moment where everything just stopped. And we were unsure about what the way of the world was going to be. So it felt good to like revisit that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And start over. Well, anew. And hopefully none of us caught the big C. No. Well, not the big C, the kind of medium C, I guess.
Y'all will hear me sniffling a lot on stream. I'm just letting y'all know right now, I have allergies, and nature is just trying to kill me.
You better not be bringing that evil in my house.
I can't help it. I took an allergy
pill. You better not have that COVID. Anyway.
Look, at least we're not on the East Coast, because literally I would just be a pile on the floor.
Why? Why would you be a pile?
I'm allergic to pine trees, and that's basically what the East Coast is made of. And that's where I was born. Yes. My backyard was nothing but pine trees, and I suffered every year.
I think one of the funniest memes I've ever seen, like, somebody had, like, the pollen kicking my ass, and it was somebody in, like, a ghillie suit just beating the holy hell out of somebody.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that meme with Benadryl, you can't sneeze when you're in a coma, that was the essence of my childhood, except it was also with Claritin. So, like, a Claritin Benadryl cocktail. It wasn't a good time, but it's okay.
Oh my God! I wasn't gonna say anything, but that comment in the chat: 12 million sales for Elden Ring.
Oh my God!
Now, look, I love Dark Souls games, but I haven't picked up Elden Ring yet because I'm still on Horizon.
I have been watching my friends play it. I don't have the skills to play this game. I'm already aware of this, so I will not be purchasing it myself. However, I will gladly watch people playing this game to see just how spectacularly they get one shot. Because one of my friends, he was fighting this like chimera man creature thing, and his arm turned into a dragon, and the dragon literally grabbed him, roasted him alive, slammed him into the ground, and then shot him with more fire. And then he died. Like, he died instantly from
that. Is a death worthy. Now, I am still plugging through Horizon. I have reached level cap. I'm just doing upgrades. I am obsessed. But as soon as Horizon's done, it has been hard to not buy Elden Ring. It has been so hard not to buy this game. Because I know it's just everything's going to get cross-wired on this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good game. It's a lot like Breath of the Wild, where... like, in the sense of when you first get off the plateau, you're just told kill Ganon or save Hyrule, and that's like your main quest. And with Elden Ring, it's just become the Elden Ring. Like, that's all you get. Everything else you do is just whatever you want.
That's great tonight. That's like every Elden Ring story, and then he died. So much. Yeah, I will get it. I'm probably going to give for Horizon another week, but I got to at least finish the campaign first. But anyway,
eventually.
So yeah, good weekend, and we got some other stuff planned for this weekend. But let's go ahead. You know how we start this off. Let's kick it off with some super cool nerd news.
Alright, we're going to kick it off with some movie news today. And what better way to kick off movie news than a trailer from Full Metal Alchemist. That's right, the live-action trailer for the second live-action Full Metal Alchemist film was released today by Warner Brothers Entertainment Japan. And it looks so good. I have not given Full Metal Alchemist like a second thought since like high school. But this might pull me back in. Honestly. Like, it looks so good. Like, I have like small gripes, like Ed's wig looks like a wig. But I'm also just not gonna bother because look at everything else. You have Al's body double and it looks or I say body double, but like the motion capture, everything, it looks perfect.
I'm looking at this. Wow, this is, yeah. I have not seen it. I was saving it to see it during your explanation, but go ahead.
The effects look really good. The fighting choreography looks really good. Big complaint that it's a little dark, but I'm hoping that's just my monitor.
I don't think so.
Is it a little dark for you?
It's dark.
Okay. So, just like a shout out to people making these really cool, like, dark, edgy action movies. You can use lighting. It's okay. A light is okay. Because there's no point in watching this movie if we can't even see the movie.
I am damned impressed, though. This is... Yeah, you know what? I've never been big into Full Metal Alchemist either. I know they've done a couple of live-action movies, or at least one.
Yeah, they've done one. This is the second.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It looks great.
Like, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, it looks like it's also still going to have the humor that I remember from the original FMA. No, I have not seen Brotherhood. No, you cannot convince me to watch it. Stop asking. I know it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it looks like it still has a bit of that FMA humor, which is very important to me because that's like one of the highlights of it. You need a little bit of that humor to kind of like soothe the wound of like all of the like what's the word I'm looking for? Trauma that these like kids are going through, you know, for the family. But we've got Ryosuke Yamada returning as Edward Elric. We have Atomu Mizuishi doing the as Alphonse Elric. He's doing the voice and he's doing the motion capture. So nice Al going on here. We've got Tsubasa Honda as Winry Rockbell, and we've got Dean Fujioka as Roy Mustang, and I cannot be happier. Like, Dean Fujioka is the one name that, like, shot out at me because I know him from his singing. So that feels weird. But, you know, whatever. And, like, we have, like, a huge list that we won't go through for all of the actors. But I'm very excited. This looks so... Like, I just keep saying that because I don't know what else to say. We don't really have much more information on it.
Do we have a release date or anything yet?
Let me double check here. Yes, it opens on May 20th and it will follow Edward's fight with the character Scar. So we've got that.
I'm curious how we're going to get it.
Yeah, I wonder when.
That's what I need to know. How are we, dirty guy jeans? I mean, I have my ways, none of them legal, but well, I mean, as probably what is the date you said again?
Let me check one thing real fast. Keep talking.
Okay, just that, I mean, I'm vamping for y'all because I don't know a lot about Full Metal Alchemist, but I'll watch this movie because instead of me watching every single one of the animes, I can just catch this movie and it'll be good.
Oh, so this is one of two.
Ooh,
one of two finale films for it. This one in particular is going to be coming out June 24th. So we've got the first part of it, which details the fight with Scar on May 20th, and then we have the final battle on June 24th.
Okay, I'm in.
I mean, I'm in.
I'm in. I'm glad I didn't have the camera on me as I was trying to take a bite of this sandwich, by the way. But I was able to mouth the whole sandwich and take a bite.
Nice.
I'm so glad I didn't have the camera. I feel like that would have become a GIF that I just don't want flying around.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got some... what do I have for news this week? I mostly have TV series, but go ahead.
Also, just real quick, Sir Kaz, you take your "It's a terrible day for rain" quote and you leave. Because I'm going to go cry now. It's set at a funeral for a character that was legitimately the most beloved character in the whole series.
Oh.
It was painful. But we don't talk about it.
Do we not talk about it?
No.
Is it Bruno? Bruno? Excuse me. Sorry.
Anyways, what do you got for us, Jason?
Okay, well, nothing but one of my most anticipated series for this year. And with the way that we run things, I feel like I should have just made play the trailer. But Miss Marvel is coming to Disney Plus June 8th with a 6-episode run. And we got our first trailer for this week. Now, if you want to see that trailer, you can go find it on YouTube. Or you can go to supercoolnerdshow.com and read the write-up that I did for it. Because there's some consternation on this. So, of course, we have Kamala Khan. She's a big fangirl. So far, the art style and everything is speaking to me. I'm feeling Kamala Khan vibes here. Iman Vellani, I would like to, and once again, point out, this is her first role. So I don't know what she did to impress these people enough to cast her in a multi-million-dollar series on Disney Plus. So everything looks good. Her costume looks good. I like them Chuck Taylors. But there's one problem. They have changed Kamala's powers. Oh. I was set to see some serious embiggening where her fists, in case y'all didn't know, she can change her body composition, even to stretch her arms out and make them larger, stretch her legs, increase her size, decrease her size, and even look like other people. In the series, she puts on a bracelet, and it appears that she is making energy, well, her thoughts into a solid energy, not unlike a Green Lantern. Huh. What the hell, you ask? This is something that's harkening back to Marvel Comics. She is wearing a negaband, something that Captain Marvel actually brought in. And it looks like she has one of them. This is an established thing, but it is not to be confused with the ones that Quasar uses, but Captain Marvel had a negaband that would convert his thoughts into energy, which seems to be what they're doing here. Do I have an issue with this? Absolutely. I do. And wow. I'm still excited for this series. It's one of these things I want to see how you do in execution. Were they more concerned that we are going to address Fantastic Four at some point? We don't want to have the stretching abilities. We already have introduced Inhumans into the Marvel Cinematic Universe through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I am really confused about what's going on here. However, there is one screenshot that if you look at it kind of closely, it looks like her body is kind of stretching out just a little bit. I don't understand what's going on. A lot of people are seriously unhappy about it. I wanted to see the embiggening, the big old cartoony fists bapping somebody upside the head, and it's not working. And not that I'm going to give this series like, oh, that's it, that's a deal breaker. I don't know.
Maybe it's something like I would be curious to see what they've got planned for it. It's something like I would still watch it. Like regardless, I would still watch it.
Oh, I'm still watching it.
Because mostly because if we don't support this, then they probably won't do anything else with this, or take those kind of chances with a character that would not be easily popular by their uncomfortably large audience of white males.
Yeah, and you're welcome in the chat that you didn't put together Negabound. Yeah, I had to go with Marvel because I figured there's got to be something that drives Allison or Miss Bree back to Captain Marvel coming to check out what this girl is doing. So,
and who knows? Maybe she gets a hold of this Negaband in some way, shape, or form, and Captain Marvel comes to be like, "What's going on here?" And when she takes it back, something happens, and then she gets her stretching and beginning powers.
And Spaceman brings up a good point. Now we already have Photon introduced. Mm-hmm. Maybe they wanted to bring her powers up to a more cosmic level because we are getting the Marvels eventually down the road.
That's true.
Maybe they want, and I don't think it was necessary. I think Kamala does stand pretty well on her own, mm-hmm. But it's clearly a decision that they've decided to make. They know exactly what this character is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to wait. Because
Yeah.
It took years, but eventually we got Spider-Man right to where he needed to be. With that kind of long-term storytelling, I'm willing to trust the plan.
Exactly.
So, you got me? I'll see you in June. Please watch Miss Marvel on Disney+. Anyway, that's what I got. Kicking it back over to you, bud.
All right, well, since we're talking about TV shows here, why don't we talk about one that had Jason dancing in his seat? And that is Adult Swim bringing us 2 new seasons of Fooly Cooly. Did you think that was a sentence that we would be saying in this year of our Lord 2022? That we will have Fooly Cooly Grunge and Fooly Cooly Shoegaze. I really hope that they're going with something like that.
Okay, I love the animation.
I do too. It looks so good. It looks so fun. It fits the theming. But that's not all we're getting. We're also getting a new anime series called Housing Complex C. All of this to honor the 25th anniversary of the Toonami programming block. Who else feels old now?
No. I'm in my prime.
I was in high school.
No.
Anyways. We got this trailer today, and this is really all the information we have to go on currently. We don't have any release dates. We do have...
Yeah, because this is seriously just a teaser.
Yeah. We do have a description, though, for Housing Complex C. Housing Complex C centers on Kimi, who lives in a small, low-cost housing complex located in the seaside town of Kurosaki, where trouble seems to follow her wherever she goes, and horrific incidents begin to occur. Is an ancient evil stalking the housing residents of Housing Complex C? I mean, this sounds really cool. We love a good horror-sounding story. This one, this will not premiere until late next year. But we do have a date for Grunge. Grunge will be the first for Fooly Cooly. Well, we don't have a date specifically, but it'll be next year. I'm very excited.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
I was doing stuff over here. Okay.
I was giving you a chance to respond.
I have feelings about Fooly Cooly.
And what are those feelings?
I love this show. I've rewatched, because it's only 8-10 episodes. It's not that many episodes. It is easily rewatchable, and I have loved this show ever since the first day that I saw this wackiness. So, yeah, bring back the scooter.
And the guitar, and smash someone in the head with it, please.
And can I get a new seatbelt song? We literally were listening to the seatbelts right before the show came on, because...
Yeah, the trailer, however, has that's right on Shooting Star from The Pillows.
Oh, I'm sorry, The Pillows. Sorry.
Yeah, not the seatbelts.
I'm getting my bands mixed up. Anyway.
Doesn't matter. It's a great song, and I will have it stuck in my head for a while. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm down. And damn, Toonami is really that old now. Wow.
Yeah, the Toonami watching block. Okay, real quick, because we're talking about Toonami.
Okay.
Top 3 shows that came from Toonami. Go. Or that you saw on Toonami.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball?
Just because. Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Was that Toonami or was that Adult Swim? That was Adult Swim.
Oh, that was Adult Swim. Okay, then Toonami. Okay, well, Samurai Troopers, man. I gotta go with Samurai Troopers, and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho was also Adult Swim.
That was Adult Swim?
Yes.
Am I just really that old?
Apparently, in some places they showed it on adults or on Toonami.
I mean, they played so many that I loved. I guess did they play Battle of the Planets, or was that something else?
I don't know. Some places I think had different. But come on, one more.
I can't think off the top of my head. Cowboy Bebop.
That was Adult Swim.
That was Adult Swim too? Did they just run back to back and I just didn't care?
So the Toonami block ended and then the Adult Swim block began. And Adult Swim had the more adult anime.
Megas XLR.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
There you go.
Was one of my favorite shows because it had the guy that voices Spike Spiegel as like the secondary role. I just love Coop and his big giant robot with a hot rod for a head.
It's good.
Oh, Gundam Wing. Why didn't I say Gundam Wing? Yeah. See, now I'm getting to remember like all the stuff that was on tonight. Maybe I am that old. Anyway.
For me, Ronin Warrior, Samurai Troopers, whatever you call it. Gundam Wing.
Of course.
Of course. That was the true gateway anime, was Gundam Wing. And,
Somebody put Rurouni Kenshin, which was also very good.
I didn't watch that one as much. I did watch a lot of Tenchi Muyo, though.
Tenchi Muyo was great.
I'll have to go with Tenchi.
The redhead was my favorite.
Of course.
Of course.
Wait, which one was the redhead?
The scientist one.
Oh, that was pink hair.
Okay.
It's not red, it's pink.
That's fine.
She was my favorite.
That's what I meant to. Anyway.
All right, anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I moving on? Okay. I'll go to it. So, I got one that's going to piss everybody off.
Oh, boy.
So, Windows 11 has rolled out recently. I have not upgraded just yet. Just not ready to do it. Going to give it a couple more weeks. And I'm glad I did. Because how pissed off would you be that you've loaded Windows 11? Hey, you got all these new features. I just messed up and put that right over my face. You got all these new features you're exploring. Okay, let me see my files. And you open up File Explorer, and there's an ad.
What?
And there are ads now playing in your File Explorer. Well, this happened. Users with Windows 11 were... I'm trying to think of the word of shocked, horrified, and angry. Shockangry? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word. They found that users were starting to get ads as they looked through. This was removed with a patch, and after enough people were basically going, what the fuck is this? I'm using the F-bomb on this because I don't know the level of anger I would be, especially if it was an ad. Look, when your phone hears you and says, oh, were you talking about, delicious sandwiches from this random store? And that my ads on Explorer started doing that. So Windows and Microsoft were quickly to answer it and said this was a mistake. This was an experimental banner that was not intended to be published externally and was turned off from Bryant LeBlanc, a senior program manager for Windows. While the ads weren't intended to be tested externally, they were trying it.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do so? Who thought this was a good idea? Now, some of you may not remember, but they've done this before. They did this with Windows 10 File Explorer when it first came out. I remember, but it didn't get as much heat as it did at the time. Now, you can turn them off, but I do not like this. I am not a fan. Who the hell? Okay, look, we pay for Windows. We pay for Windows. If we buy a new computer, tacked on to that price, that computer is a price for that license that we get.
Yeah.
So we're paying upwards of, I think it runs like almost $200 right now to get something that has ads on it. Where's the idea beat out the other ideas? I was looking at the chat. But I would like to beat whoever came up with this idea over the head. Dude, what? I don't want to see ads don't worry, you can turn it off. Oh, we didn't mean to.
As Sir Kraz said, I don't want to have to turn it off.
I'll let you look at the chat. I'm doing stuff over here.
I
don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it once.
It shouldn't be there at all.
This is crazy.
Ooh, if I go to a website and there's ads, okay, that makes sense. Since I'm not going to pay for YouTube because you can't make me, I'm going to get ads. Okay, that's fine. I
feel like this is an idea that one person in the room thought was a good idea, but they have the stroke, while other people were like, oh, I don't know if you should do that, man.
It's going to start pushing a lot more people to different iOS kind of shit.
I'm not ready to move away from Windows, but I have serious concerns here.
Yeah.
I don't know who. So I'm not ready to go to Windows 11 just yet, especially since all we do. I kind of want to make sure everything's working right before I put the rig on Windows 11.
Can you imagine trying to pull images for the show and just like an ad for like toilet paper or something starts playing?
We would get table flipping, Jason.
I mean,
like there would be no show. I would be just, no, we're done. Burn computer, set it on fire.
I'll make sure to get a video if that happens.
Oh my God, I'd be so mad. Now, the only thing is, and I see everybody's like, oh, competitor. Nah. If Windows pulls this off, other people will be like, hey, Windows can get away with it. We're going to do it.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I want to watch the stock. Like, if that were, like, a permanent feature, I just want to watch the stocks go.
Like, I am willing to mobilize the protest. Like,
I'll join.
Windows is right over here in Irving. Let's go.
Ooh, really?
Let's go. There are people we can complain to right over here.
Let's go.
Anybody out there thinking about upgrading, I would maybe wait a little bit and voice concerns. Not, like I said, they have put out, hey, this was experimental, didn't mean to go out. I feel as though somebody said, turn it on for a second. Let's see what happens. And then let's go over to Twitter. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be implemented. That's fancy talk for we decided to stealth put that in to see how people felt.
It's like, it was live for an hour. How are there that many angry people? We tell them we didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Microsoft, don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Just don't do it. Oh. So that's it. I'm going to have to... I'm glad I use this as my middle story because I'm going to need palate cleansers after this. Cora, back to you, bud.
All right, I got a palate cleanser for you.
Please do.
And it is for probably my most anticipated game, or one of them, in a while. And that is Eiyuden Chronicles Rising.
Oh.
So, to explain, Eiyuden Chronicles Rising is a prequel game for the Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes coming out next year. This game was created by Rabbit and Bear Studios, which is mostly comprised of people that worked on Suikoden, including the scenario writer Murayama-sama. And I'm very excited. But why it is here is we got a 28-minute gameplay video for the first part of Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. We don't have the trailer here to show you because that is 28 minutes long. However, I grabbed some stills for you guys to kind of get a look at it and see what it looks like. But after the stream, I highly recommend going to check out that video because it's gorgeous. This game is going to be an action RPG set in the same world, obviously, as Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. It will have town upgrading mechanics, fast-paced combat, and all of that. So it's going to be real-time combat for this game. However, if that's something that you're not a big fan of, Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes is going to be a classic JRPG, so I do believe that means it will be turn-based RPG style, so that'll be a little better with the style. But it still works really well. The mechanics look very interesting. All of the character designs look incredible. The music is beautiful. Like, I expect nothing less from this team, honestly, but I was still blown away by how nice the music is.
That's the draw for you?
The music and environments are what usually draw me into a game. It's why I, like... And it's funny to say that about older games like Suikoden, where it's just all pixel-based and there's not, like, a lot of fancy graphics, but the environments in those games are still beautiful.
Can't do a show without mentioning Suikoden.
Of course not. I will continue to
I just expect it now.
I'm going to continue talking about it, and the day that Konami finally decides to release a collector's edition of all the games that I can play on a modern console, y'all will never see me again, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go play those. I'll finally be able to play 1 and 2 and not on like a digital copy.
What platforms is this coming out on?
This is going to be coming out, so far we only know that it will be on Steam.
Oh.
It's actually available right now for you to go, I believe it's, I don't use Steam often. What's the Steam equivalent of like keeping an eye on something, like starring it, or... It's on Steam, and you can like put it on your watch list or something.
Okay.
So that you can purchase it when it comes out.
There's nothing for Switch because this is a Switch game. This is a Switch game, dude.
I do know that 100 Heroes will be on the Switch,
right.
Xbox, all of that, like all of your stuff. They did not mention it in the video if it was going to be on Switch or not, but I would assume so because I'm seeing here. Let me click on the Eiyuden Chronicles.
Yeah,
website.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. Like this seems like, especially with their embrace of like a lot of indie titles, and not a lot of large base studios. This seems like a perfect, like, I don't know, like like those $40 games you find on there.
Yeah.
And I know action RPGs are still really popular, but especially popular on devices that you can take somewhere with you.
Well, the website gave me nothing. I'm gonna.
Right now, you can confirm it's on Steam.
I can confirm it's on Steam, and I will hazard the possibly on other platforms as well, since 100 Heroes will be on those platforms.
Okay.
We don't have a hard date just yet. We still just know that it'll be this year. And when it does come out, I will maybe stream it for people.
I forget what game I was looking at today that actually it had well, they were saying it got delayed, but I think the game developer company was like, how can it be delayed for a game we've never given a date for? Ooh. I was like, salty, he's out of line, but he's not wrong.
Exactly. And they still haven't given us like a hard date for Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. By the way, like in the video, the gentleman calls it Eiyuden Chronicles, and I absolutely refuse to call it Eiyuden Chronicles. One, because he's on the American team for the game, but I still refuse to say it because that just feels weird. So,
is that like what I kept saying, Evangelion or something? And y'all were like, it's Evangelion? Yeah. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, Evangelion.
I think I was saying like Evangelion or something.
Evangeline?
I never watched it anyway, so it doesn't matter,
You know, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I watched like 3 episodes. I couldn't get into it. Anyway.
Yeah. No hard date. No strict all that. But it still looks really good, and it still looks really fun, and that's all that really matters. And if I have to like sacrifice my soul so that it will work on my computer, so be it. I have one. Each freckle is a soul I've stolen, and I can use as a bargaining chip.
Right. Okay. All right, I got one coming up because this was like my favorite thing when the pandemic, right before the pandemic happened. But remember a little movie called Sonic the Hedgehog? This was like one of the best game-to-movie translations that they have done. Jim Carrey's shoulders hurt because he was carrying... Everybody says that. His shoulders hurt because he was carrying that entire movie. I don't... Well, funny to say, I thought that movie was great with Sonic. And also, I'm proud of nerds everywhere for bullying Paramount Studios into changing the look. And also a story I wrote about on supercoolnerdshow.com, by the way. I had to throw in that picture of what Sonic looked like. I was like, to be reminded, if anybody's got a problem, we call it bullying. Here's what Sonic was supposed to look like. Motherfucker had teeth. He had teeth.
I mean, he still has teeth in this one, but it's not nearly...
They were horrible teeth.
It's not as jarring.
So, if one time I'm glad that somebody got bullied into doing something, it's the studio. But they did release a final trailer. We do get to see a little bit more of Eggman messing around with the Chaos Emerald. And we got a final poster, too, which this is everything to me. Looking at the poster, I had to go back and look at Sonic 2, the game cover, and look at it.
Yeah.
Look at them side by side.
I love that. They understood the assignment.
I mean, when I heard Colleen voicing Tails at the end of the movie, I was like, ooh, somebody heard my cries. But this is great. This with Sonic and Tails and the Two and Robotnik. Just, damn, I love this. This is going to be my jam here, okay?
Can we also talk about something else?
What's that?
The fact that Jim Carrey came back to reprise his role. Jim Carrey is known for not doing sequel movies.
Jim Carrey don't have to work another day in his life.
He doesn't, but like he's known specifically for not wanting to do sequel movies. Ace Ventura was like an exception because he doesn't want to get stuck in a role and play the same role more than once.
Yeah.
And as another actor, I get it. But, like, they got him to come back.
And he has been with the marketing for this, like, quite a bit, like, on his own personal page, which is something he also doesn't do a lot. He's not very active on social media. Like, he does his art and everything. But he genuinely, that's what I got from the first movie. It looked like he was really enjoying the role.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, like, we all made the joke, and I think it's a little bit true, that it's basically just an amalgamation of all of the roles he's ever had just into one character. It's the most Jim Carrey role in the universe, and he's digging it.
But, my favorite line was when they were ragging on him. The time for talking is over. The time for pushing buttons is now. just everything he did in this movie was great. But also Ben Schwartz as Sonic was great. I love and Cyclops. I'm going to keep calling him Cyclops because that's what I know him from X-Men. I'm so ready for this. But also Idris Elba as Knuckles. I think I said this when we learned about the cast. And does this seem out of Idris Elba's, like... This seems below Idris Elba. I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe, but I'm not going to complain about it because that voice.
I saw a friend of mine post something. Could Idris Elba stop being married because other people want to date him? Well, could he stop being so selfish being married because other people want to date him? Like from his Office episode, I'm aware of the effect that I have on women.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm real afraid of the artwork that's going to come out of this movie.
Oh God, don't,
okay,
no.
Look,
stop,
no,
stop.
Listen.
I will not look. I will not look.
Listen. Sonic fandom already was crazy before these movies happened.
I'm aware. I steer clear of it. I have blockers on my own browsers to avoid the Sonic fan art.
Well, now you're just going to be randomly scrolling through Twitter and you're going to see some shit.
There's going to be some thirsty echidna pictures floating around.
There was already so much and now it's going to come back. I want to be able to scroll.
Now they're going to have a voice to go along with it. And it's Idris Elba's voice.
Oh, no.
Idris Elba could tell me to do something, I would probably do it, all right? I'm just saying, Jason, I need you to go get me a beer from the store down there. All right, let me go. Oh. Hey, wait, what just happened? I'd come back with the beer. What? How did I...
Anyways, we should move on.
Anyway, so yeah, get ready. I can't wait for Sonic 2. I had a date for it, and I dropped it. Oh, wait, because I still have it up. April 8th, 2022, so it's right around the corner, man. Cannot wait. So yeah, back to you. What else have you got? We've just been rambling about Sonic stuff. Are you talking in the chat or something? Oh.
Yeah, I was typing something in the chat real quick. Sorry. Alright, so going into the most niche territory I could possibly dig up other than like sports anime. And that is idol anime. And I don't mean like just sitting idly by. I mean like Love Live and Utano Prince Sama, like the cute characters like dancing and singing and shit like that. Okay, so there's one coming out this fall. I'm so excited. It's called IQ Shonen Eternal Boys. And the whole premise that we have right now is that it is centered around these men. They're not boys, they are men between the ages of 35 and like almost 50. And they're the ones in the band. I love it. They're not like young 20-year-olds at the oldest, at the prime of their life. These men are like salarymen and stuff like that, and they want to show that they want to overcome the barriers of the idol community and show that you don't have to be like young and perfectly fit to be an idol.
I'm going to admit these guys don't look that bad, Cora.
I mean, they don't, but okay, so we're going to introduce you to the cast. I wanted to go in order in the picture, but I can't keep the picture up and read the characters because they don't have them in order down below, so I'm going to do my absolute best.
Do I need to go back to that picture for you?
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, then. There.
So, the blue one, the one with the blue hair and the blue suit, that is Kentaro Sanada. He is a 41-year-old former salaryman whose company suddenly went bankrupt. The one in the glasses and sweater is Naoki Ishida. He is 39 years old and a former junior high school teacher. The one with the wavy hair that's brown and blonde is Haru Asai. He is 35 years old and a former soccer player. The more chunky one, he's the one with like the tracksuit on the left. He is Tsuyoshi Imagawa, a 37-year-old former child actor who became an enka singer, which I had to look up what an enka singer was, and it's a traditional Japanese singer, like singing like traditional Japanese music. And let's see, we've got Daisuke Yamanka. He's the one that's a bit more tan with the like weird haircut. He's a 45-year-old former head of the management department.
Bullshit.
Management department of the talent agency that they work for. He's the one with the badge on the far left. And finally, rounding out the group on the far right, in the suit that looks honestly like a really nice pretty boy, is Makoto Kakizaki. He is 41 years old and a former #1 cabaret club host.
All right, first off.
Yeah, first off.
This pisses me off.
Why?
Because I'm with Spaceman in the chat. These people are not in their 40s. I'm in my 40s, okay? And I am not happy with this. This is the standard I cannot rise to. These are teenage. This is not a bunch of older guys. This is bull. No. I am so mad. I have never watched this anime. Ever. Look at these guys, man. Hold on, let me go back to this picture again. Look at these dudes. They are not old. Hang on, I'm going to increase this picture size here. Hold up. Zoom and enhance. Because I am so mad about this, man. Look at this here. They are not old. You tell me these pups are in their 40s? No, man. I am so angry with you for even bringing... How dare you bring this garbage onto the show?
Excuse you. It's not garbage.
It is a totally unreal... We're going to have people going around like saying, wow, look at those old guys. And these guys here. And they're going to be... Then they're going to look at me and go like, Sir, do you need a blanket, sir? Is it cold to you? I don't know what time it is, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't like this.
So actually, what's kind of fun is the studio that they work for in the show is Manpuku Genyo Production, which is an actual production company in Japan. It encompasses Leiden Films, Fuji TV, and Polygon Pictures. And this will be airing on Fuji TV in the fall.
How dare you bring this filth onto this show?
Okay.
This slander.
Okay, it was either that one or the Prince of Tennis story. Which one would you have rather me talked about?
I don't know. You've mentioned Prince of Tennis before. I think I would have... I'm just upset. I'm upset about this. And there's no... I mean, I am too sober for this show tonight.
And hey, okay. These are just like... This is like the first promotional picture we've got. It is very possible that when the animation is out and we see them in motion that they are going to add wrinkles and they're going to make them look older. We don't know for certain, Jason.
We'll see.
As the kids say, calm your tits.
I refuse. I refuse for this unrealistic slander.
I will also say, like, in my like. The poster itself makes them look younger than some of the character art that's below them. It doesn't do a very good job of showing what they look like. I'm not going to show it to you, though, Jason. You'll still be mad. Anyways, what do you got for us, Jason?
Oh, I got some pretty good news. I was prepping a picture, but...
oh, no, go ahead.
No, I got it all together here. So, one of my absolute favorite shows that Marvel did on Netflix was Daredevil. Daredevil was, to me, a chef's kiss masterpiece. So, believe you me, in Spider-Man No Way Home, and yes, this is I'm sorry, No Way Home, when they, and this is a spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but when Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox showed up to be Matt Murdock again in this movie, I popped. Now, of course, recently in Hawkeye, we saw Vincent D'Onofrio return to the role of Kingpin, which is giving me hope for the Netflix series, which also, today's the 18th? 16th. On the 16th, they debuted all those Netflix shows on Disney Plus, and they did not cut any of the violence or any of the nudity or anything from the show. Which also the Parent-Teacher Council Alliance was upset about that, and that's great. I'm happy any day they're angry. But I knew that when they used Charlie Cox in Spider-Man, that they were going to bring back Daredevil. They're not going to bring it in here and just... They have to know this is one of the most popular series on Netflix. Well, this is a rumor mill, but there is a lot of talk about Daredevil right now. Charlie Cox going out and saying... he wants to wear a suit with the D's on there. He wants the double D's.
Hey.
So the word is that Disney is looking to do a soft reboot of Daredevil, bringing back some of the cast while acknowledging that things have happened before, kind of moving away from it. There's been a lot of talk like they want to do a more PG version of Daredevil, which can be done. I brought this up last week when we did the show at AllCon. But now the rumor mill just keeps going. And I have a feeling that this is not coming from just anywhere and just fans playing it up. I believe that Disney is about to reboot Daredevil, and I could not be happier. Couple of things. Keep the intro. Keep that glorious, bloody intro. Keep it. I understand that maybe they can't, but... I'm excited for it. I love when they were showing the teaser for all the shows coming. They didn't show a lot of Iron Fist. Well, don't bring that show back. Yeah, just don't.
Let it die.
Bring back Luke Cage. I would love to see Luke Cage come back. I thought Luke Cage could work. Jessica Jones, I believe, could work as well. Maybe recast Iron Fist. Yeah. But also, I'm surprised they brought back Punisher in its full graphic glory on Disney Plus. This was something Disney is not... I want to say they're not known for doing. I switched it back to the dual shot. See, you have to look like you're paying attention. No. But they did the Hit Monkey show on Hulu, which was full of sex violence and a lot of blood. So they'll do it. I think that they'll put things on Hulu, and also there's the word that they're greenlighting Deadpool 3. They want this money. Yeah. Disney is not known for leaving money on the table. So, it would be absolutely my birthday if they announce that this show is coming back. Like I said, rumor mill, there are reports out there, none confirmed. But I noticed, before Spider-Man, we saw a lot of talk from Charlie Cox talking about, I'm not in the movie, but I'd love to come back. Or him wearing the cowl on Twitter, watching, and putting on that helmet again. They have a plan. Kind of like what I said with Ms. Marvel and Spider-Man. They have a plan. I trust the plan. But Daredevil's always been one of my favorites. Please bring it back. So there will be much rejoicing on this show. Look for an article on supercoolnerdshow.com. I guarantee I'm going to have some thoughts. So that's it for me. Yes. What is this? Other than lying.
Look! Rude! Rude!
Anime is a lie wrapped in deception, topped off with a fib. I'm never gonna leave it on. I'm never gonna leave it alone. Oh yeah, Bullseye. I would love to see him get into some more of Daredevil's. Now see, there was one thing that Daredevil always had in the comics. He had a relationship with Black Widow. Sadly, we won't be able to do that. Not with Natasha, at least. Oh well. Anyway, I made myself sad. All right. Do you have one more, or did we get everything?
I don't have a picture for it, but I do have one more.
Oh, go ahead. Shoot.
So the Prince of Tennis 3D movie that I've been talking about a lot on this show, mostly because I love talking about how cringe it is, and I can't wait for it. I mean, you have a 3D movie for Prince of Tennis already. Like, you're at the point of, okay, this is weird. But there's rapping in it that was written by the creator for Prince of Tennis, and you have tennis gangs having tennis rap battle matches in the 90s. It's so stupid, and I'm so excited for it. And we finally know when it will be released in theaters in the United States, and that is May 12th of this year. So on May 12th, I don't care what day that is, I am going to the theater and I'm watching this movie. I have not had anything good to say about this movie. And it may seem like I hate this, and I don't. I am a huge fan of Prince of Tennis.
Clearly, the only thing you hate is yourself. You only hate yourself.
I only hate myself, and that's fine. Prince of Tennis is one of my favorite animes. It's been one of my favorite animes for a very long time. And I know what to expect from it. I know to expect weird, wacky shit. And I don't think I could have even fathomed that this is what the movie would be. And I'm not mad. I'm not even mad that there's 2 subplots. Depending on which movie you see, there's a subplot with Tezuka, or a subplot with oh god, his name, Atsobe. But it depends. They have a separate movie for Tezuka and a separate movie for Atsobe, so I'm gonna have to watch this movie twice so I can see both. Is there anybody else out there?
I got some quick breaking news, and then we can pretty much end this show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this came across actually from our good buddy Nate. Mm-hmm. I collect Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. I'm a big fan of them. But we are going to be getting a 2-pack. Now, there was a scene in one of the recent comics where all the Rangers switched colors. And I was here for it. Zach became the Pink Ranger. Kimberly became the blue. Billy became black, Jason became yellow, and Trini became the Red Ranger. And they had costumes for them. I mean, their suits changed up a little bit, and I got a little image of it. But they've just announced the first 2-pack for Lightning Collection, which will be Jason and Trini switch to the yellow and Red Rangers. And as I'm going to tell Hasbro this right now, you can't give me a taste of this. Bring on all 5. Let's do this. Don't play with me.
I very much want Billy as the Black Ranger. Like, I didn't know that was a thing I wanted, but having him with a big axe, please.
I like Zach as the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
Because Zach's confident enough, like, what? I'm wearing pink. I'm still going to,
He looks good in pink.
I'm still going to, put the dance foo on you. So there it is. Oh, it was a hip-hop keto. That's what he called it. Hip-hop keto. I'm here for this. Also, I wanted in this artwork style from the comic because I really like the Power Rangers Go comic. It was really good stuff. So, yeah, bring on this. 2 announced so far, but I guarantee they're going to do more. So, yeah, I think we got everything in one fell swoop there, buddy.
I think so.
Okay, so a couple announcements. We are rolling some dice and playing some D&D this weekend, 3:30 p.m., twitch.tv/SCNS Live.
That is Central Time, by the way.
That is Central Time. Please come watch us play a little bit of D&D. It's one of my favorite things to do on a Saturday. Also this weekend, a couple of cons going on. We have Nishi Fest over in Arlington. That is a one-day con. Held out with a good buddy of ours, Justin Rojas. I'll put some details on the page, on our Facebook page, where you can find that. Also, Retro Expo is going on over in Plano, which a couple of our friends will be at. Taffeta Darling, you want to go by there or something before we played some D&D?
I mean, kind of.
Okay, then. We're going by there on Saturday. You'll see us there early morning, guys. A couple of friends of ours will be there. Terry Parr of Show Enough Studios and Halo Parr. They'll be there showing you their fantastic artwork. Also, our friend Taffeta Darling will be there in cosplay. She's doing Domino that day. And also friend of the show, Claire Deadfield, will be there. Not sure what she's going to be wearing, but all friends of the show, go see them. But also, go check out this massive dealer room they have. Like, this is, for a smaller con, this is a massive dealer room full of retro toys. I'm ready to go there and spend a little change. So, yeah, early morning before we do D&D, I might just set up the table and everything the night before. Let's just do it right now so it's out of the way so we can go. So, yeah, Retro Expo on Saturday. Actually, they'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, so maybe Sunday. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
I have a list of retro games to look for.
Bring it on. So anyway, guys, that is our show. Make sure you go follow us over at Facebook.com/SCNS Live, Twitter.com/SCNS Live, and of course, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer, and I'm liking where our subs are going right now. But never forget, check out supercoolnerdshow.com. I have stories and writings on there. There's a lot of good stuff. Go check it out. But if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheXCore. Where can they find you?
If you want to follow me for anything artwork related or Suikoden related, you can follow me at Corodono Art on Twitter and Instagram. If you would like to follow me for things that are more 14 related and screenshot related to the game, you can follow me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle.
All right, well, that's it. We will see you guys next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.